Cool. Thank you, Jamie. This is Jamie Spielman demonstrating, what is it called?
It is what it's called is a priority rating scale, but in essence, it's just another tool to rank as you go when you're ranking applicants or candidates, whether it's on paper application screening or if you're doing interviews in person. So you have your notes as you normally do, but this is kind of a great way to go through and say who you are basically liking better as you screen. And it's a quick, easy tool. You do it in between candidates or in between applicants. So you have John Doe, you've ranked his application, great, but you don't have anybody to compare him with yet because he's your very first applicant. So next up, you have Jane Smith, and all you're gonna do is go, did I like Jane Smith or John Doe better? And obviously you have backup as to the reasons why you like them one better over the other. This isn't a hunch, you've really screened the applicants, but as you go between each two, you just take a second and you go, who did I like better? And then you circle that number. So John Doe throughout this is always going to be number one, and Jane will always be number two. So I'm just going to draw a little.
So anywhere a number two occurs, that means Jane Smith. And anywhere a number one occurs, that means John Doe. It's not like you're ranking them numerically. It's just that you're circling you like this one better.
Yep, exactly. Not ranking numerical yet. That'll flush out in the end. And so you're going to go on. And you're gonna rank the next candidate. And again, now you're gonna go, you have two people to rank this person against. So did you like John better or Elizabeth? So again, number one or number three. Did you like Jane or Elizabeth? So we're gonna just keep doing that.
Okay, so let's say you liked Elizabeth better than John, but you like Jane better than Elizabeth. What does that look like? Okay. Cool.
Okay, we're going to just do a couple more so that we see what it can kind of look like in the end. This tool is, you don't need to do it when you're screening 4 applicants, but when you're screening a bunch, it becomes rather helpful. So now we have.
Just do it. Okay. I wonder where you're going with that. Okay.
I was going nowhere with it. Nothing creative happening right now. Let's see here. So who did we like better? We liked John better. We liked Jane better. And we liked David better. Okay. And I'm going to just do one more. Now we're getting on to, and
oh
this.
Now it's getting personal. Okay.
Now it's getting personal. And if any of you know her, you will know you don't even need to look at applications. You don't need to screen there. She's the best out of all of them. So that'll kind of give us enough to get an idea of how this tool works. So if we go to the end, you can have a whole day's worth. So just every time in between candidates, you think back. You may have to look at your notes as the days go on. Who did I like better? What you do is you count up how many ones you have. How many times was John the favorite? And so for this, John was only the favorite one time.
Oh, it's twice though, isn't it?
I don't know. Nope. So we circled one.
Oh, okay.
One time. So he's going to get a 1. How many times did we circle 2?
I see 3 there.
3 times, yeah.
Okay. So that's kind of interesting. Just because John was all by himself, we don't evaluate him when he's all by himself. So he's not number 1 at that point. He's nothing. Okay.
That's correct. This is a comparative ranking. And then 3 is only 1. What was Buffy? Was she number 5? She got all 4. And who was 4?
David got 1 too. So number 4 got 1.
Okay. So when you're talking a bunch, right, you can quickly see who your top people are. So
Okay.
Buffy was 5. Whoever a candidate for number 3 was 2, and then we had a tie for 3. It's also nice because you can see how big the breaks are. This can be especially helpful if you're on like an application. You have a bunch of people reviewing, and then you're the aggregator, Dave. Then you can take all of these numbers and go, okay, clearly compared to everybody, you're crunching numbers, and Buffy was the best. It wasn't just Jamie saying that. It
Okay.
gives you your top right there on a point. Or again, with interviewing, screening
Got it.
applicants as a committee, it's a nice tool to, at the end, who are your top 5? Everybody has them because they've been doing it as they go along, and they just need to count their 1s, 2s.
That's awesome. Okay. This is a
So-
great tool. Thank you.
Quick and easy. Some people love it. Some people hate it. It does turn candidates essentially into numbers, but we know that there's a lot more to it than that.
Yeah. You got to make a decision sometime. All right. Well, thank you.
You're
Cool.
welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right.